What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Marriage vows, where did they come from, would you like to know? Even though this book may sound sweet, it has no biblical history to back it up. They place this little book inside of the Bible during the wedding ceremony to give you the illusion that he is reading from the word of truth. How do I know this? Because I share the same credentials as they do, I just don't teach the same doctrine that they teach. Keep in mind that you are a member of this church, but they will charge you a minimum of $300 for this marriage ceremony. Sex consummates marriage once you lay down with her. Search the scriptures, you will see all the famous men in the Bible. Whoever had a woman was married to her. When he came into her, you get it, ejaculates. They are reading the scriptures wrong. The written document was for the divorce. Let me give you an example. You are in a relationship. The relationship is on the rocks. You feel that because you and her are not married, that is the problem. So you go before a pastor to get married. But the problems in your relationship still exists. Right after this happens divorce. This happens a lot in the black community. Because the Most High said, my people do not know me for the lack of knowledge, the word of truth. We can't even comprehend the words that the pastor speaks out of his own mouth. He says, by the power invested in me. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I pronounce you husband and wife. What scripture is that? The Most High have already given you the power to marry yourself. It's all about money, people. You have to pay for marriage and you have to pay for the divorce. Wake up, people. Some piece of paper and some beautiful words out of a book is not going to change your relationship status, but what will change your relationship status is recognizing that you and her are now in God's eyes because you lay down with her. Once you realize this, the Most High will start purifying your relationship, your marriage with this woman. Now that's a fact. Answer. People have a tendency to assume that when two things repeatedly happen close together in time, then one of those two things caused the other to happen. For example, a person could argue that because the rooster always crows just before the sun rises, therefore the rooster's crow is causing his sun to come up. We know that this isn't true, but such doesn't stop us from making other cause-effect connections that are not based in fact. Intercourse in a marriage. It is not surprising to learn that shortly after a marriage, most couples have sex. But is it the sexual intercourse that makes the marriage? We even have a special word for it. We say that after a couple has the first sexual intercourse, that the marriage was consummated, made complete. First, the Bible is clear that a marriage is formed by the covenant between a man and a woman. Yet you say, for what reason? Because the Lord has been witness between you and the wife of your youth, with whom you have dealt treacherously. Yet she is your companion and your wife by covenant. Malachi 2:14. A covenant is a solemn agreement between two parties. It is somewhat similar to our idea of a contract, but carries a deeper meaning and weight than our modern-day contracts. See the sermon outline, Covenants, for more details. One aspect of the marriage covenant is that God serves as a witness to the covenant. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Genesis 2:24. Notice the steps. 1. A man leaves his parents. 2. A man joins, marries, his wife. 3. The two individuals become one. The last step includes the concept of the act of sex, but it is so much more than just sex. The two bond so tightly that they behave as one person, a person different from either of them individually but which doesn't exist without them both. But notice that the passage says, and the two shall become one flesh, and does not say they are one flesh. It is a process that begins after marriage and continues through marriage. The act of sexual intercourse is a trigger for the bonding of two individuals. I will be doing a lesson on the wedding ring sometime today. Get your pen and paper. This is going to blow the hair right off the top of your head. The benefits of having credentials of minister is the information in the secrets that the average person would not see or can obtain. But I don't mind showing you. Don't ask no questions. Lol. The secrets of the order of the ministries. You didn't know that they have conference every month, every year on stuff like this. Yes, I have been to a couple because I have credentials. You wouldn't know because you just a regular our church member. They would never tell you. They take a vow of secrecy, of silence. It's real. People think it's a game, and I want you to know what I know. Oh, they know me, they can't stand me. How dare he get credentials and turn around and start teaching the truth? He's not in it for the money. Yeah, I know what they do behind closed doors, that is why I turn to the true word of the Most High people. Ezekiel 3:18. When I say unto the wicked, Thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So that is why I do what I do. If I don't tell you the truth, your blood will be on my hands, and I'm not having that.